Welcome to the Chaos Zone.
The Rose Parade is one of America's most iconic traditions, and this California community is obsessed with it.
Okay, you guys, here's what I need. Huddle up, huddle. Hey. Every single flag right here, as you see, represents one of us. So we have symbols. Once we accomplish this, we can start putting the floor in.
What would you say is the most rewarding part of the whole process for you?
I like the community involvement. We get people up here of all ages.
You watch kids grow up because you've seen little kids who have grown up working on the float.
You have been volunteering for how long?
39 years. And I'm 42. We always invite tour buses to come help us out because to get through 14,000 roses is kind of a task within itself. Good evening, ladies. Did we have a good time tonight?
Where do you get the energy for all of this?
I've had so much coffee, but honestly, aside from the coffee, it's super cool to say this is something that's seen across the world and you get to be a part of it. How cool is that?
The tiny little amount of money that this float is built on, it's built on a few dollars, but a lot of heart. And that's, Jonathan, the part that I really, really, really love.
In this video, I'm taking you inside Sierra Madre as they race against the clock to finish their float just in time for the big parade. Every New Year's Day, millions of people from around the country tune in to watch the annual Tournament of Roses parade, where close to 50 gigantic floats animate the streets of Pasadena, California. The majority of the floats are corporate-sponsored constructions with budgets often soaring into the high six figures. However, a handful of those floats operate with much tighter budgets and continue the time-honored tradition of being self-built.
One of those floats is built right behind me in this barn in the tiny town of Sierra Madre.
This, as an organization, has been in the tournament since 1917. But the reality is individual citizens of Sierra Madre were entering into the parade starting in 1909.
Guiding me over the final few days of construction is Hannah Youngbauer. She's the volunteer coordinator for the Sierra Madre Rose Float Association.
How's it going, Carol? It's coming along. So there's an ebb and flow to it, and you want to make sure it doesn't quite pop off or anything like that. So they have to do feasibility. What do we have here?
This is supposed to be the tile that goes on the fountain. The rest of the fountain will be this blend of oatmeal. This is the pattern that it gets painted on in the colors that it is, and then it's sort of like paint by number with the product. So paint the glue on, this is white glue too, and then just painstakingly put it on little bit by little bit.
And then Tony over there, Tony's doing our fountain. I'm gonna have to talk to you about that mix.
Well, we built it, then screened it, and then coated it with a polymer, and then we coat it with white glue. And the reason why we use the white glue is that when it dries, it's clear. Once the glue is put on, then the material is placed up.
Every float is built fresh every year. We have a basic chassis underneath, but everything that you see is dismantled. We save what we can. We save mechanical components. We scrap a lot of steel, and that happens in mid-January. February and March, we do engine work, chassis improvements, mechanical things that are core to the operation. And then by late March, we have a new float design that we will start building on. So from March through about November, we're welding. Mid-October to November, we start doing foam work and woodwork, sculpting, lots of paint. And then all of December, we start with the dry goods, and then we end up with the floral component that you're witnessing right now.
So what's the most difficult part of the process?
For me, it's probably designing mechanisms for animation. That's what I'm least experienced at, and every year is completely different. So you never get to do the same thing twice. It has to be figured out every time.
And then it's first time today.
I think so, yeah.
So
Up. As soon as you see the tack rise, take it about halfway.
Okay.
Get on the governor. Now choke off. Yeah, all the way down. You got it.
Down. I want you to leave that up. Yeah.
Stop.
Stay right there is fine.
She loves it in the hot water.
So what I do and have been doing for the past 12, 15 years is I wanted to see where we have opportunities to take the sound and the music and any element to further tell whatever story we have on the float, and also elevate it to a point where maybe there's something on the float that we don't see, but we expand that environment and introduce audio to expand the experience. And it has been very successful, and we've gotten some great feedback, and we're known for having treating our float like a production, and I'm very happy to be part of that.
What's your earliest memory of working on the float here?
I will tell you exactly what my memory was. I was I was on my hands and knees right here on the floor, and it was depicting a mountain and a mountain stream, and we had moss, and I remember spending hours taking moss and creating moss on a rock for part of the stream in a float. I couldn't get enough of it, and I was 12, 13 years old. Mm-hmm. This is not unlike a movie. Like I said, it's a production, and the amount of work that happens to do this, and to have this be one of the 6 remaining self-built floats still in the parade, that's a very special thing, and to have that early memory of being part of that is even more special to me.
So every year we try to involve the community as much as possible. And with that, we did a call for succulents. So people can take ownership of their own float, because this is not one person's float, it is truly by the people, for the people, how we raise funds, how we get people involved. And so if you want stuff on the float, we say, well, why don't you donate your Christmas tree to us? Or why don't you give us 5 of your best succulents to put on the parade route? And so people do that, and they go, oh, there's my succulent on TV. And it's this ownership where people feel so much more attached than just having it be a corporate float. This will be 10 more buckets by the end of the day, and so people are slowly bringing in their best, and we'll flank the pathway with that. So with our truck, this year is going to be 14,000 roses, and we have everything labeled and hydrated right now, but tomorrow we're going to go about and we're going to start slicing down and make more bouquets. But this is just for stock, to know what we have and where it goes. Our flowers are bred not to smell, so when we have roses, it's not going to be overly pungent. It's just a very light aroma, if that, and they probably won't even come from the roses. They will come from other flowers, the aroma. The judges say they don't want an aromatic float, so it's not overpowering in any way. So
why is that? Has that always been the condition?
It's always been the condition that we have to work with, because when they're bred not to smell, but you don't want to have this, knock you back, sensation. You want it to be very subtle at best, because the more artistic is what we're going for, as opposed to smell. And some people are just straight up allergic to it. So, yeah.
My job is always do what I'm told, and I maintain all the wiring on the float, electrical on the float, and usually put into some position on the float over the years. Maybe miss a year or two here or there.
Tell the story how you got involved with the floats.
Came up here, ate dinner. Gentleman from this float was in his 90s, and he goes, Sonny, would you help me pull this out of the ground? And I go, sure, no problem. And it was a thermometer of how much money the float made that year, raised for donations. And I took it, I put it in his pickup truck. He goes, you interested in the Rose Parade? I go, I hate the Rose Parade. My dad used to make us watch it when we were kids. I detest the Rose Parade. He goes, what do you do for work? And I told him I do audio video. Well, he goes, I need your help one night only. One night only, camera. One night only. Could you help us fix an intercom on our float? I go, I don't live here. I said, I live in West Los Angeles. One night only, please. Came up here. They were trying to stitch together the intercom system with lamp cord. And I go, you guys need shielded wire. They go, what is that? I go, well, something you don't have. Well, can you come back? And 28 years later, I'm standing here still.
One night.
So that's the tale of one night only.
You never did bring the shielded wire.
Yes, unfortunately, yes, I did bring the shielded wire.
So not only do you get an aerial view of the float, but we organize by color, and a lot of, so there's only 6 self-builts. Everyone else in the parade is corporate, but there's 6 of us and we share. We're like cousins. If you run out of something, you call them up. So if I'm out of sushi paper, I call up South Pass. I say, do you have a box? Well, here's 12 boxes of black sushi paper. Or if they need status flour, we send it on away. So it's a nice ebb and flow with the bartering system, but otherwise, we go ahead and we order all of our own stuff. So for browns, we can utilize any, and this is all organic, so you can eat 99% of this. I mean, I personally wouldn't, but this is a status flour from South America. Touch it, grab it, whatever, yeah.
Oh yeah, it feels like confetti.
Yeah. This was not always here. This was erected in the 80s, but when they told us we could, it was a municipal place where we had to store stuff. So we have lots of old antique-y things where it's like this housed water at one point, but now we have products like corn husk in it. So we're very grateful that the city, and we raise all the funds, and the city allows us to pay $1 a year to have this in the land, so that's great. And
just for the lease of the barn.
Just for the lease of the barn. So we raised the money and we built it, but yeah, $1 a year is what this costs, and so it's truly a communal effort to keep everything moving right along. Terry, how many years have you been doing this?
I'd have to go look at the postcards.
Oh yes, some people gauge by the pins and postcards how long they've been here. But how long have you been up in this tree now? Is this day number 2 or 3? 3.
It's just slow working.
Oh my God.
It's like putting a puzzle together.
Explain the process on the Melaleuca about what type of glue, how you do it, how it comes together.
Okay, it's a very sticky glue. And so if you wear gloves, because once it gets on your hands or your clothes,
game over.
It doesn't come out. And then so we put the glue on, and then we find pieces of bark that will fit in an area, and it's like putting pieces of a puzzle together. And we try to blend the different colors, anything from orange to dark brown and white. And so you try to place them on so they blend and work together. Make it look like real bark.
And as you can see, the hydraulics, we try to lower them to make it a little bit more convenient, but these guys are working above their heads like the Sistine Chapel here, trying to get it done. Yeah.
So you're basically saying she's Da Vinci.
She is. She is Da Vinci in the flesh. Here she is. So this is Jim. Jim is working on the pathway and stage. And Jim, it looks like you're scraping stuff. What are you scraping?
I'm fixing.
What are you fixing?
I'm fixing the...
Is it too clumpy?
No, it was coming off.
Oh, no.
So we have to make sure they match the ones they butt up against.
Gotcha.
So
sometimes that's the joy of volunteering. Sometimes things are done incredibly wrong, but we will tell nobody anything, and we will just fix it on our own out of love, because we want everyone to feel like they've done their part, even if it is falling apart. And sometimes that's just the nature of the beast.
So how did you get involved?
My daughter wanted to ride on the float. So we thought, we'll get involved and hang out a little bit, see what happens, and one thing led to another, and that was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I can't remember now, but it's been a fun ride.
How do you apply your day job experience to the things that you do?
Oh, I don't. I do not apply anything to my day job. For me, it's more of just kind of letting go and doing a variety of things that I don't normally do every day, and without the stress of people getting hurt or anything like that at the end of the day. That's a nice thing.
So is your work like government work, or?
I work for a contractor. I think it's more like offense work, not really defense.
Oh, okay. I see. Now I understand what you're saying about people not getting hurt.
Right.
You're on the offensive. Okay.
We are on the offensive, yes. If you use the stuff we make, you're on the offensive.
Welcome to the Chaos Zone. You see a lot of hurry up and wait right now, and the energy is very high. There's a lot of excitement in there, but everyone wants to touch the float, and not everyone gets that opportunity, so I'm trying my best to make that happen for everybody, because people come from across the country just to touch a float. I want that to happen for them. So this is so thrilling. And so
you looked hyped.
I'm so hyped. Like the pride is coming through.
You sound excited.
No, it really, because like you wait all year for this, and today it's all hitting, and it's like, oh my God, this looks really cute. So as exciting as this is, we try to keep everyone respectfully on the float as long as possible and cycle them through if they've already touched it. So come on in and enjoy the chaos, and it will die down, but once it's died down for dinner, up it goes again.
So we have to poke it through so that you can put the carnations through. But there's not always enough space to kind of like get them through in the way that we'd like. So there's a lot of kind of working around like the steel to make sure it doesn't just look like lines of carnations and make it look kind of as natural as possible.
For 8 o'clock, so I've been cutting carns in half because there's so little room. So this one wasn't necessarily designed with carnations in mind, which is why there's so much steel. So we're having to work around, we've done carnations for so long, and so we're having to work around that. So I've been cutting them in half and trying to make them all fit, because you can see that this is pretty big, and so for that to fit in the hole when they're steel, it can be hard. So lots of cutting of carns as well.
Okay. Hey, so I noticed on your name tags you both were princesses in previous years. So what does that involve? What does that
so that is, so you apply and get selected. Usually you have to talk about like your schoolwork, your accomplishments, like volunteer work and stuff like that. And then you talk at meetings, like Sierra Madre meetings. There's Sierra Madre City Council meeting that you talk at, and you kind of have a speech about like who you are and what you do and why Sierra Madre is important to you. And then you get to ride on the float on New Year's, which is very fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an ambassador position for the town for the float. I think it's cool because we both got involved in the float when we were about 10. So we rode on it after like as 16 or 17 year olds. We'd already been part of this community for a while. And riding on it was also like, we've talked about the float, but we've also decorated however many floats before then, which was really cool. And we still keep coming back.
Do you guys still live here in Sierra Madre, or you come back and visit this time of year for the holidays and help out with the float?
I am still living here. I graduated in May, so I'm living here for a while, but I'm going to move next year. And Katie is living in New York.
Yeah, I live in Brooklyn now. But our parents live like a 10 minutes walk away, and so we come home every year for Christmas and try to carve out some time to come do this.
This is part of your Christmas tradition.
Oh yes,
definitely. To the chagrin, I think, of our family.
Okay.
Like, please come home. We have our aunt just paused by. Yeah, our aunt's right there. She knows. She's like, this is the time I can see it.
Right now, welcome, we're gonna do the party flags. Every single flag right here, as you see, represents one of us. So we carved our own symbol in. We got a guy who's in the ham radio. We got a tower there. I'm a Tesla coil because I'm energy. Once we accomplish this, we can start putting the floor in. We have to put walnut on that stage. Walnut does not secrete an oil, so it's gonna be slip free. And then we can install the floor panels here after our designers pop all the Oasis foam along and flank the stage. So slowly but surely it's coming in. I love it, girls. I love it. I love it. What do you think? Good. Good.
I'm not decorating, so it's a good time.
But you're dancing?
Yeah.
Come on.
This is really impressive what they have accomplished in such a short amount of time. I mean, it's just night and day what the float looked like when I came here on Saturday. It is just, it's fully transformed and it's not even finished yet.
It's the zoo. Are we having a good time? we always invite tour buses to come help us out because to get through 14,000 roses is kind of a task within itself. By helping us, we're helping them. We're feeding them dinner, we're giving out hugs, we're making new friends, and then we have repeat offenders after this. We're all friends after this. It's like camp for adults, and so we got the vibe up high, and these ladies are nothing but grateful. I have never met more interesting, more grateful women than the women of the Midwest. So here we go. What did you think of today? What did you think?
Amazed at the organization and the creativity of everyone here and all the volunteers.
I mean, it's a labor of love, but you did such a good job. You did such a good job. So
thank you.
Absolutely.
And where are you coming from specifically?
Yeah.
I'm from Southeast Iowa.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah,
Welcome.
this is fantastic. May I go on the bus and give my 2 cents? Excellent. Let's do this. Good evening, ladies. Did we have a good time tonight? Yes. What was the favorite parts of everything? Shout them out. What do we got? Greenery. Greenery? We got some greenery. How about the floral? Any floral lovers? Did we do some seed separating and sorting? No, because why? You've already worked in the trenches and now you've designed such a beautiful float. I'm so proud of each and every one of you.
Okay, we're not falling for that.
Well, and you, each one of you. Yes, ma'am. What do we got? Well, what we're going to end up doing is compressing it. So every hydraulic is going to let go, relinquish its power. It's going to smush down to 12 feet 5 inches because a Pasadena stop sign is only 13 feet. So we eke under and we will compress it, bring it out of the barn. We have clearance of 3 inches on each side with those tree pods that I'm kind of worried about. And then we're going to bring it right down to where this bus is tomorrow. And we're going to do our final judging with the divas and everybody else. So it was just wonderful having you. I am so impressed with all of you. Thank you all for coming, and don't forget to look for Your Rose on TV.
Where do you get the energy for all of this?
I've had so much coffee, but honestly, aside from the coffee, it fills my soul to get people getting their hands dirty, get glue in your hair, and then say, I did that, I made that, take ownership of it. It's super cool to say, this is something that's seen across the world, and you get to be a part of it. How cool is that? So let's get them in on that bucket list. Let's get them in and say, hey, you know, you got 15 seconds of fame, but you know, in perpetuity, it will live on YouTube. But you could see like just the labor of love and the amount of detail that no one understands until they're actually in it. So to spread the word that this is accessible to everybody, different abilities, different ages, how cool is that? Like, let's get them on here. So tonight's a big night.
You know what's been really incredible for me is that I've now been here for 2 days checking out the float building process is just how everybody comes together and everybody is just excited to be here.
It is, and this group in particular, it's kind of like the little engine that could a little bit. I've been now volunteering for 9 years here. And there are other people that have been volunteering for 15 and 20 years, and then there's others that have this is their first year, right? But I think the thing that you will find everybody has in common in terms of why we keep doing this is the sense of community and the people, and being able to come together to pull this damn thing together, right? Because I'll tell you, there are some years where, you know, here we are, what time is it? It's 7:30. So judging is tomorrow morning at 11, right? So what's that, 14 and a half hours or whatever before judging. And sometimes we are just scrambling. And, you know, like tomorrow morning at 10:30, hopefully we'll be a little more done. But there have been times we're coming in on 2 wheels.
All right. Okay, you guys, here's what I need. Huddle up, huddle. Hey. Come on over. All right, here's what we're gonna do. This space, I need absolutely clear. Let's move the chairs. We're gonna bring in all the loose flowers and we're gonna set them in the corner, not stacking them, but making it accessible so we can stick them around. If they don't fit here, get it where you fit it. So maybe some on the table space there, but mostly back here. And then we do have table space up here. We could stick some over here, okay? So go get me all the loose flowers and stick it here in the corner. Direct them as you see fit, but we got to move those chairs against the wall. You guys got that? Excellent. Here we go. All right, guys. Thank you. looking good. Hi everybody, this is the voice of God. I want to let you all know we are incredibly thankful for your time and effort to volunteer with us. We don't quite have a lot of work as of yet, so anyone without a task, I need you to go upstairs and wait for further instructions if you would please. While you're up there though, feel free to take all the pictures and get everything done, but until then, until you're called down to your assigned work, please go on upstairs.
Yes.
And we would love to see you and your smiling faces from above. Thank you.
Yes, Miss Hannah! Woo! Yeah, we know her! We know her! We know the voice of God! Yes!
You have been volunteering for how long? With
39 years, and I'm 42. I started at 3.5 years old.
So your parents brought you here
Yes,
to volunteer.
yes.
What do you remember about that time, if anything?
I did a whole heck of a lot of when I first started as a little kid. I started outside for things, and I was doing things like plucking dead petals off of carnations and off of roses, or I was pulling leaves off of things. What ton of fun playing around with glue and making a mess of myself and sticking down seeds and, you know, fine motor control with beans, and, you know, just kept on going, you know, all the way up through high school, through college. My family's here now. They still volunteer. My own child started when he was 5 months old, hanging out in the baby carrier with me, you know, and I would have
started him earlier than you.
I did. I started him quick.
So how would you characterize this point in the float building process? We're like less than 48 hours away from New Year's Day.
It can feel like a mad rush, but it's really controlled chaos. And so the step that they're doing right now with putting the greening on, there's a big change happening very, very fast. And the appearance of the float will transform very quickly, but we all know that's going to happen because the floats are decorated from the top down and then from the middle out. So it seems like, oh, it's so last minute. It's not. It's always planned to be this way, and we have a planned calendar for when we're going to green, when we're going to put the stuff that's in vials in there, and everything's going exactly according to plan. You want me to go pop it in? Yep.
They seem to be the ones who are in charge.
Oh, okay. Skip Charlie, let's look for Ann.
Okay.
Ann. Oh, shush. What do you think, Louise's? What do you think? Spread out. Gotcha.
So I want to take it all out and cut it 4 inches.
Cut everything down 4 inches. When you're done cutting it down 4 inches, you're going to make it rounded and very big and out there and spread out, okay?
Okay.
You got it, girl. You got it.
Okay, I might need someone to help me.
Trials and error. So round 2, and it's usually how it goes. So we got to perfect it, get the look going, and she's going to have this nice rounded look for the watering can and make it very non-invasive and just kind of beautiful. So it looks great now, but the look we're going for, she's going to do her greens over. She's going to take it down about 4 inches and repop it in. So there we go.
After my mom passed away, I was looking for something to do with my kids that was fun because my mother had dementia. For 8 years we were her caregiver. So we came up to the float and my kids were little, and we spent the day picking poppy seed out of rice. And we did that for about 8 hours, and we watched what was going on, and then we came back the next day and we did basically the same thing. We were cleaning product. So that's how we got started. My kids, my husband, and I were here every day. We've been doing this for 23 years. So this is home, and it's family. And my husband passed away 2 years ago, and they dedicated the float to him. And it was just wonderful having that love and that support. And so Sierra Madre is family. So, and I'm very fortunate to be.
Sorry to get emotional, but
Oh, that's okay.
get out there, Michael. Michael's my partner in crime.
Oh yeah? Why's
Yes.
that?
Well, we work on all the events and different things together. We're here, like Angel and I are here all year long. We're here every Sunday, putting things, getting ready when they start building, sorting, doing all the things we're doing now, getting ready for the next year. and we see people come in, they'll see what's happening, and they watch our progression, and then they come now and like, wow, look, this is what we have now. We never thought when we came 6 months ago that this is what it was going to look like. And then just seeing everybody so excited and so proud, it's just a really, big labor of love that everybody gets into.
Good morning, Sierra Madre! All right, so in a few minutes, we're going to be taking the float down there past the tennis courts. So we're going to need you to clear us a path and keep out of the way as it moves. And then one other really important thing. We need you to turn off your cell phones, put them on vibrate, silence them, no noise. The judges are going to come. They're going to be introduced to the concept of the float. They're going to walk around it, ask questions. It needs to be completely silent. No cell phones, no little conversations, no muttering, no oohs and ahs. At the end of the judging, they will ring a bell and then go crazy and cheer. But during that 8-minute period for the judging, we need complete silence. Okay. After the cheering and the whooping and hollering with the bell, we're going to need you to stay back from the float because we're going to have photo shoots with our lovely princesses and divas, etc. Thank you very much.
Every float has its different thing, right? There's always going to be one thing that kind of happens where it might send me spinning for a minute. But and yesterday we had an issue where a bunch of flowers got made not to recipe. So that was my, oh my God, what am I going to do? Am I going to have enough flowers to do all these others? Are we going to have to redo all of these? Which is what we ended up doing last night, which is why I'm like this today. And I haven't slept yet, but everything looks beautiful and amazing. And we had flowers for everything, so it was a really great night. It was a really great night. And float after dark, I lighten up after dark, so yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
So what goes through your mind in those moments when things are kind of not going to plan?
I try very hard to not panic in front of people because I'm leading the team. And no one wants to see their team leader crying, right? So I try to hold it back as much as I can, or excuse myself and go and have a moment by myself where I can just calm down, chill out, think about what the problem is, talk to people who can help me with that problem. And again, teamwork, making the dream work, right? So yeah, this man right here, Mr. Dave, he's an old-time floaty, right? He's been here forever, and he's been my mentor all year, and we had an amazing time, and we did amazing work, and today we're having an amazing day. Being able to see that.
This lady here drove weeks and weeks and weeks to get here.
Right.
Yep, come here and talk about it.
Well, I wanted to talk to you last night because you drove all the way out from North Carolina.
I did.
Right?
I did.
Saw your van. I parked next to your van.
You were driving 3 months.
I did
3
not
months.
tell you this, but I've been wanting to do this my whole life, and I had a bumper sticker. My name is Carolina. I'm from Carolina. And my bumper sticker says, Carolina runs for the roses.
And she does. Last night came in clutch. She came in clutch. She kept pulling and zhuzhing and moving and shaking.
It is the most amazing team of talent and experience and warmth and support.
It's all right.
No,
it's all right.
It's been the most marvelous experience. I really, so I'm going to cry thinking about it.
The float's all right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is your first time volunteering here.
It's the first time I've been to the Rose Parade.
This is amazing because I was observing you last night and watching you from
She's a
afar and
seasoned
everything,
vet.
and you look like you're very experienced.
Oh, no, but I do, but I hope
You look
I have-
confident in the way you were operating last night.
You know, I just see something that perhaps needs to be done. If you watch people, you learn a lot. Shut your mouth and watch.
You got it.
So I just watched people and saw what perhaps needed to be done. I just wanted to be useful. That's all. That's all.
Actually, no, I want you. No,
no.
Honey, I can get 500 more. This is you. Best day ever. Best day ever. You've earned it. You've earned it. Best day ever. No waterworks today. No waterworks today.
You know, they're just happy.
Ceremony will go like this. We will bring the float down. The judges will come again in total silence, just like yesterday. And when they walk around this time, Anne will give the story of the visuals. Anne's gonna do all of her visual talking. They're gonna ring a bell. When they ring the bell, that's the closure of the entire year. Everything's over, we can go home and go to bed. So we'll cheer, high five, and then we disappear. We'll disappear until potluck when we can all do high fives again.
We got our 3 judges that you met yesterday.
Yes, hi you guys. How's your day? So far so good?
And Morgan. So the party's yours whenever you want to start.
Whenever you guys are ready. Perfect. Welcome to the fiesta, everybody. So glad you guys could come by and check it out. Come in with me. I'd love to show you around our float. So Sierra Madre welcomes you to the fiesta float. And we have dancers, we have the mariachi divas, along with our royal court. And as we walk around, I'd like to point out some things to you really quick. We have lots of different types of masonry because we feel like this is a generational place. And throughout the years, they've added on stairs, steps each time. Whatever's popular in that time, that's what they're doing. Absolute community. Want to go this way? And if you notice on all the different stairs, there's different tile. Yeah, so very traditional. Yes.
They loved it. Girl, let's do it. Let's do it. So good. So good. I've been inclined. Ba, ba, ba. We have nothing else to do. We are done. We just have to get to that parade. And then that was our symbolic gesture of you can go now. So away we go. And in less than 2 minutes, they got it. And that was great. So another year in the books, right?
Wow.
94, check.
94.
94.
6 more years to 100.
I'm so tired I can't think that straight. 6 more years. I'm probably going to sleep for that long.
This is I can tell now that you are
30 hours and counting, and I am immensely proud of everyone's effort and time and everything they put into this. I'm beyond gratitude because it takes a village, and this is absolute proof that teamwork makes the dream work. So, moving along.
The Golden State Trophy. This is the most outstanding depiction of life in California that we've been bragging about.
They've won an award again this year. They seem to win an award every year. 17 of 18 years they've won awards when they've been here. And you see these very festive scenes.